If you're a new trader, you probably saw a bunch of strategy videos online and kind of got confused where to start. That's why I'm about to give you my strategy that has an 80% win rate for completely free. Before I started trading like this, I was actually unprofitable for like 8 months. So I'm really glad that I found this and I want to break it down for you. So why am I doing this for completely free? First of all, I want you guys to subscribe. And second of all, I want you to join my free Discord community so we can learn from each other's mistakes. So you teach me and I teach you. Anyways, let's get into the video. This is a quick warning. The rest of the video is not going to be edited. It's just going to be raw, me brain dumping everything you need to know. So the first thing that we need to understand is that this strategy involves ICT concepts. I'll go over the concepts. There's going to be timestamps in the bottom. Just skip to the actual strategy portion. This is just for the beginners. So first thing we need to know is fair value gaps and inverse fair value gaps. So fair value gaps are when there's 3 consecutive candlesticks and the wicks, these bottom parts, do not merge together. It leaves a gap, okay? And inverse fair value gap happens when, so basically what happens is when price comes back to it, most likely, let's say the price goes down, comes back, touches into it, it'll go down again. An inverse fair value gap is when it goes through and it disrespects and it just keeps going up. So there could be a bearish and a bullish one, okay? So liquidity sweeps, basically these prominent highs have and these prominent lows have a lot of resting order, right, from retail traders and whatnot. So the algorithms and stuff, they kind of wait till they go through here, touch it, and it starts to go back down again, right? Sometimes it doesn't sweep it and it just keeps running through, but I'll show you guys how to figure them out, right? Figure out which one works and which one doesn't work. If you guys don't understand some of the stuff I'm saying, don't worry, because I'm kind of rushing through it. Don't worry, I'm creating like a free course. It's like a playlist. We're on episode 2 right now. I'll have it in the description. Go check it out. So SMT divergence, basically it's when 2 correlating pairs, for example, let's say gold and silver, that's what I use, gold and silver, they don't align. So if gold goes up, usually silver goes up as well, or if silver goes up, gold goes up. But what SMT divergence is that gold is going up but silver is going down. Okay, so here this is an example from SMT between EU and DXY. See, this one made a higher high, but this one made a low. It couldn't make the high. So we can expect, it's basically a way to confirm your entry, okay? And I'll show you guys live examples later. Change state and delivery, it's basically before like a liquidity sweep or a high time frame PD array, for example, like order block, FVG and whatnot. It's when it changes the state and delivery and it goes up, and the bottom of this move, it just closes above it, right? Not the wick, because the wick is breaker structure. It's the open. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Just a quick warning, I'm actually in a win streak, so don't expect you to be trading like this and making like crazy profits like I am right now. I'm just on a crazy win streak. Just kind of understand that. So boom, the first thing we want to look for in this strategy is a high time frame liquidity sweep. So in this case, there's a liquidity sweep on the 4-hour, right? I see, or okay, let's go through this one because it works for bull and like sells and buys. Here, there's buy side liquidity got swept. As you can see, boom, on the 4-hour. That's what we want to look for, either on the 1-hour liquidity sweep or a 4-hour liquidity sweep. That's all we're looking for. There was SMT. I forgot to draw it out, but I'm too lazy to go through silver right now. But there was SMT before the liquidity sweep. That's what you look for. Boom, right? Liquidity sweep, SMT. Boom, that's good. Now we go to the 15 minutes. We mark out a fair value gap before the liquidity sweep. So this is the most prominent fair value gap before the liquidity sweep. We wait for it to be inversed, and then we wait for a change in state of delivery on the 15 minutes. So as you can see over here, boom, change in state of delivery. It closed below it. We can enter shorts. And the way that we figure out where to put our take profits is we use the Fibonacci sequence. Here's the settings, copy it down. What we do is we take the high of the Fibonacci sequence, and I mean the high of the like liquidity sweep, and or before the liquidity sweep, the change state and delivery, we take the high and bring it down to the change in state of delivery, and we target negative 2.5. Okay, negative 2 or negative 2.5. All these other numbers are partial take profits. This might be really confusing for some beginners, so just keep watching. You'll most likely start to pick up a pattern. You'll see what I'm starting to say. Just know that I'm gonna create a guide for you guys. Okay, like just follow the video. All right, let's go for the second example. There is a liquidity sweep. I think this one was on the 4 hour. Boom, liquidity was swept. I don't think in this case there was a SMT. I'm not sure though. So here, change in state of delivery right there. You see that change in state of delivery, and the fair value gap was inversed. So there's a fair value gap going down. It's swept. On 15 minutes, it comes back, changes the state. Inverses the fair value gap like right here. Then goes up, changes state of delivery right there. You literally enter off this candle close. So I entered like kind of right here. Like I can bring that up if you want, but actually no. I'll show you what I did. Wait. So here, there's a change in state of delivery on 15 minutes, right? The higher the change in state of delivery, the better the entry is. For this trade, I didn't wait for the 15-minute change state of delivery. Wait, where'd it go? For this trade, wait. Oh, sorry, I got mixed up with the things. So here, I saw the change state of delivery. I entered off this close on the 5-minute. So basically, you see it in the 15 minutes, you mark it out, and you enter off the 5 minutes, or you can enter off the 15-minute. But your trade, it will be, how can I explain it? It's gonna be like late. Exactly, it's gonna be late, but it's also gonna have higher win rate. So boom, I did that. This time I did not use the Fibonacci sequence. I just targeted this liquidity sweep, or this high, prominent high. Where did my chart go? I just targeted this prominent high, right? There's like a prominent high over here on the 15 minutes, I think. Boom, right there, targeted that. So here, this is the next trade. I called this one out, I think, on Twitter. I called this one out too on Twitter, and I'm called this one out too on Twitter. You guys could go through it and then see for proof. I saw sell side liquidity get swept. It was on the 4 hours. The higher the time frame, the stronger the trade is gonna be. So see, liquidity was swept on the 4 hours. It was swept on the 1 hour as well. Boom. Now we wait for fair value gap to be inversed. Right here, fair value gap inversed off this candle. The change in state and delivery on the 15 minutes was far, right? This would have been somewhere the change in state and delivery. That's far, that's deep. So what I did is I waited for one on the 5 minutes. This was a riskier trade, but it's still pretty strong. And there was also a SMT before the liquidity sweep. So I saw this. I was not trading at this point right now. I kind of waited for because I wasn't on the market. I was like, I don't know, I was busy. So I waited for it to retrace into this fair value gap right here because I missed the entry. So whenever you miss the entry, just wait for a fair value gap. I waited for it to enter. I kind of saw that there's like this bull move right here, this push up. So I entered off that push up. Boom. I targeted this high right here. And over here, I was actually about to exit. I'm like, okay, there's no point. But I decided to stick with it. I was like, never mind, you know, like I'm going to trust my strategy. And I woke up to this win. This was a push up to the all-time highs, right? I saw that, I actually called this out on Twitter too. I saw that in this case, all-time highs were going to be hit. So I waited for a liquidity sweep. But there was no liquidity sweep, of course, because we're trying to hit all-time highs. So I waited for a 15-minute retracement into this candle. And then I saw that it was a bull move up. I entered off this candle close. And I targeted -4 standing deviation from here to this chain over here. Right? If we hop onto 5 minutes, you'll see it's from the low to the change state and delivery. Boom, so simple, right? Here I did not trade. I'll show you guys some more examples I took on NASDAQ. So where'd it go? Just 5 minutes. Oh yeah. Okay, so here, boom, I lost this trade. I'm gonna show you guys my losses too because I want to keep it real with you. To be honest, this trade should have been a win, but I entered really late, okay? Because you can see that this move already happened. Okay, I was late to the trade. This move already happened. So it was a liquidity sweep, change in state of delivery. I would have normally entered off here. Stops right there. Actually, I could have placed it here. Take profit right there on -2, right? Right here, partial 1 would have been taken and partial 2 would have been taken. My stops would have moved to break even and it would have moved up, stopped me out, and I would have made profit, right? But I entered late. I entered off this retracement into this fair value gap, and as you can see, I got stopped out. It's fine. You win some, you lose some, right? This is another trade I took. So I was waiting for a liquidity sweep right here on the 1 hour. I was waiting for, what's it called? Where'd it go? What was this one? Right here, I think. So I was waiting for a liquidity sweep. It did not sweep liquidity, right? Because it did not get down to it. So what did I do? I waited for this order block. Like, I noticed that there was an order block that got hit on the 15 minutes. That's another entry. So order block, I'll teach you guys that later too. Order block's another good entry. So we see the order block on the 15 minutes got respected. It moved up, change in state of delivery. Literally, high time frame confluence, change in state of delivery, SMT, all you need, man. And inverse fair value gap, because here a fair value gap got inversed too. See, boom. This fair value gap right here got inversed. I like to see that. Change in state of delivery. I like to see that. Retracement to the fair value gap. I like to see that. And guess what? There's a BPR now. There's a BPR because there's an inverse fair value gap mixed with a new fair value gap. We see a retracement, a strong move up. Do you see this move up right here? Oh, it's so nice. I entered off this candle close. Targeted -2.5 from what's called the order block hit to change in state of delivery, -2.5. Another win. Here, let's go through some other trades. Here, boom. High time frame liquidity sweep. This was a liquidity sweep on the 1 hour. I'm too lazy to switch time frames and then find it again. Liquidity sweep on thing. But here's the problem. There's no fair value up on 50 minutes. What do? So we hop onto the 5 minutes. If you can't see any liquidity sweep on the 15 minutes, hop onto the 5 minutes. But in that case, you also have to look for change in state of delivery on the 15 minutes. As I see, this fair value got inversed, change state in delivery, and boom, target negative. I targeted -2.5, had runners to -4. So simple. In this case, it retraced back. This would have been such a better entry. It retraced back into this inverse fair value gap, touched it again, boom, shot down. Same thing. It's literally repetition. Every single trade is the same. There's no differences. I'm not hiding anything. I'm gonna keep it for real with you. Every single trade is the same. And that's how you become profitable. Stop looking and switching your strategies. Find one strategy, perfect it on backtesting. I was backtesting this strategy for like weeks on end. I was backtesting it. I was unprofitable. And I'm starting to see success now because God is giving me the sight, okay? Through my pain, you know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna struggle a lot. Just make sure that you still pray to God, show your gratitude to Him, and just keep going. No matter what happens, no matter what people are saying. My parents were telling me, "Oh, this stuff is not gonna work. This stuff is not gonna work." Like now, Mom, I'm about to get my funded. You know what I'm saying? So just keep going, keep pushing. When times are tough, pray to God. When it's not going your way, still pray to God. And yeah, you'll see improvement. You'll see improvement right away. Here again. So liquidity sweep. No, wait, never mind. There was no liquidity sweep here. It was not on the 1 hour. It was on the 15 minutes liquidity sweep. But what I noticed is there is order block right here, or breaker block. I mean. It touched into it, it broke, it did it, right? Hit into it. It swept liquidity on the 15 minutes. You have to always move these high time frame PDA rates together, right? FVG, inversed, change in state of delivery, clockwork. Like clockwork, okay? So simple. So simple. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. This video is pretty long. A lot of examples. Just subscribe to my channel. Join my Discord. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's it. On Instagram, I drop memes. On Twitter, I drop trade recaps and I give signals every now and then. I say like, hey, I think that this is gonna happen, or X and Y. See, wait, hold up. Over here, I called it. Boom, take profit. This is literally a trade I just showed you to. Over here, I called it, and then boom, it happened. This is another trade I showed you guys. As you can see, I'm not bullshitting you. Thing is, I'm kind of cooked with the followers. Oh, somebody followed? Let's see who followed. Oh, Winar. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. All right. Drop a follow, join the Discord, and see ya.